I think the major takeaway is that Mike Johnson, the speaker, is really attempting to show the right-wing members of his coalition, particularly the Freedom Caucus, that he's not going to give in to all the democratic requests. And I think President Ruto's script falls squarely within this space, whereby Johnson recently survived a motion to vacate, and he's really trying to placate the very angry members of his party. So he's pushing back, and in declining this visit, he's trying to show that he's a man that can stand on his own and is not a tool for the Democrats to push around.
But Professor, some may find it confusing when Johnson says he welcomes President Ruto, but also offers a 90-minute kind of, engagement with the Kenyan embassy, including a one-on-one and a bipartisan leadership. Does that in any way take away or fill in the position that Ruto would have taken had he been given the permission to address Congress?
I think diplomatically and symbolically, it's a step down. So whereas you might have the 90-minute session with the Speaker of the House and various leaders of different committees, I think having a joint session of Congress means you have 100 senators, 435 members of the House, meaning the whole legislative arm of the U.S. government focused on one country for an extended period. And I think that's important symbolically in a diplomatic sense. So as much as he's offering President Ruto a time to meet members of Congress, it's very different than having a joint session of the House, because that really means the American people, all their representatives are focused on one country for an extended period of time. And this is somewhat of a step down from what the Democrats wanted.
And quickly, Professor Monda, what do you make of the remarks by Ranking Member Richard Neal when he says the Speaker's decision amounts to his failure to recognize Kenya-U.S. relations?
I think it's spot on, because we've had the president of Korea, of India, of Japan, and of Israel address joint sessions of Congress. And I think African leaders will take this as a slight that, an African leader has been turned down in this way. And coming on 60 years of U.S.-Kenya relations, I think this is a slight in terms of those relations. But President Ruto still has a chance to meet Joe Biden at the White House. And I think that diplomatic angle will be exploited to its largest extent.